Disclaimer: the following program features language not suitable for all audiences, and the expressed opinions found within this program are a reflection of those who feature on the PopCulture Effect podcast. Welcome to the PopCulture Effect. I'm Rockin Rob, and on this show, I bring my closest friends together to talk about all the news happening in our pop culture world around us. Welcome to the PopCulture Effect. I am back again with all my lovely friends to talk about some pretty stupid shit going on, at least from my point of view, but we got some other cool things going on from Menace. Menace?
Did it not pick me up? Hello.
It did not pick you up. And we also got Subset. All right, that's 2 for 2. Let's keep it going.
Subset.
Okay, you gotta do it again. Gotta replug my fucking mic.
I'm keeping that in. We got Subset.
Better not keep that in.
Well, now I have to because you addressed it. And we got Gemini. I don't care, we're keeping it.
And your mic peaked, Trent. Oh my god, this is so scary.
This is great. We're just gonna go right into it. I don't care.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Nobody needs to apologize. The only
good.
apology we need to make is to the viewers because we are a train wreck this week. All right.
This is great.
I go to bed.
Already?
You know what? You know what the common thread is? Our train wreck recordings are when you're here, Baldur.
You know what? That's a fair point. Maybe if you guys recorded yesterday, well, I guess stuff happened.
I had shit to do.
Stuff
Okay,
happened.
that wasn't even petty for you, bro.
Hey, stuff happened out of everybody's control. That's why we're recording today, and we're gonna get back into it. And I'm gonna get us back in to the flow of things because, oh my god, this is the most horrific thing that has happened to the YouTube space in a long time. I'm talking about the Honey lawsuit. Now, for those of you that are unaware, much like Menace, Honey was a very popular coupon-based company, and essentially, they were stealing from all their creators. They were stealing from everybody, because when you would go to use their
you're talking
affiliate
about the
link...
discount service?
Yep, when every time you... Sorry, go ahead.
I heard about this.
Yeah, so every time you would click on their link to be like, oh, go use my link, their affiliate code would be entered into the metadata of the website. It's like, all right, cool. But then Honey pops up and it's like, hey, let's see if we can find you some coupons. And whether they find coupons for you or not, if you interact with anything, the affiliate code gets switched to Honey. So they've been literally stealing money from all the creators that have promoted this app since God knows how long.
That's nutty.
This has been such a crazy situation that it's even brought on an actual lawsuit from the YouTuber Legal Eagle, and he's going to be associating with a bunch of the other creators that were affected by this. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it took this long for this type of drama to come out and to like surface itself, because it's like, how would people not know they were not getting paid, you know?
Like you would think that someone would find a discrepancy or something.
Nah, man. When you think have good savings, no one thinks about it. Sometimes some things just go under the radar like this.
Maybe it's just
the
that
thing
they...
is, like, if I recall correctly, how I had heard it worked is so... I think the best example that I had seen was a lot of times YouTubers will have like affiliate links. Best case example, if I'm remembering how this worked correctly, Gamer Subs, we'll use that as an example. If they had an affiliate link with it and you clicked it, it was something in the coding, if I recall correctly, where when you use that link, it would have a specific coding to where when you use the checkout, eventually the YouTuber would get a partial profit from it. However, Honey would then kind of step in and say, oh, we found you some coupons, or let's see if we can find some coupons. So then it would essentially take that link and with the coding essentially to where it would erase the YouTuber's affiliate link and replace it with its own. 9 chances out of 10 it wouldn't really find any coupons, but when you would check out, because you don't know this is a coding aspect, it completely erased the YouTuber's, like, I don't know the proper terminology for it, but essentially like the injected code that would get them their portion of their money.
It was the affiliate link, you are right.
Yeah, so that's kind of what was ended up happening. They were pretty much like, essentially, stealing money from these influencers and YouTubers and such. Not necessarily from the consumer themselves, but more from the YouTubers because Honey would be like, oh, there might be a coupon here, and then it would like kind of reset the code to where the affiliate link was gone.
Just kind of makes me
there have
wonder
been cases
how
where it was. Sorry, I just wanted to get this out. It was either cases of the page itself being refreshed or them opening up a separate tab and then that separate tab immediately getting deleted. It was really covert. And another real quick thing that I just want to mention that I found out about this, there were specific terms in the contracts with content creators that you could specifically like alter, not necessarily fully alter, but you can change the range of which coupon people would be more likely to get. So you could actually affect which coupons you'd be searching for or which would be searched for. Mm-hmm. And that, I just think it was slimy before, and now it's even more slimy because they're just manipulating it even more. They're manipulating the manipulation.
I'm just wondering.
It was very like scummy.
Yeah, you had content you had content creators across the platform talking about this, like Ludwig and why can't I remember his name? Long hair, mustache.
Asmongold?
Asmongold, yeah, Asmongold. Moist Critical.
Yes.
And it's like I need to know when this started, because there's no way they were doing this from their inception. There's no way. And how the why would PayPal buy Honey and not do the background check to make sure they weren't doing shady dealings? Because Honey's now owned by PayPal. How do they not know about this stuff going on?
I don't know. I mean, they probably just didn't do the research. A lot of people tend to do that.
I know, but when you're doing like company acquisitions, I feel like the bare minimum is just doing a little bit of a background check.
People don't do the bare minimum nowadays, so I mean,
nah, you're right there.
knows.
But yeah, there's not much.
It's hard to say. Maybe Honey covered their tracks up pretty well until recently.
Well, yeah, like you said, it's all about the coding within the website. Everybody who's on a normal search through won't even notice it.
Or maybe it was just like people were making so little from this, it was just non-noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I was thinking is maybe the content creator was still getting an amount, but it wasn't the amount that they were supposed to get, so they would still feel like they got paid, but not to the extent that they should have been.
It was probably at first, it wasn't enough to notice it, but then as Honey grew in popularity, I bet, expanded and started to reach larger fields, either enough people were clicking these probably they're very popular affiliate links and the content creators were realizing they weren't getting as much money, or even worst of all, which it's still bad either way, but worst of all, say it was then a smaller content creator who maybe only recently just started to be able to gain money from this. Honey reached out to them and then they noticed practically almost immediately that they were getting almost nothing.
I just want to point out this is pure speculation.
Like, it's bad. It's really bad for the smaller scale content creators. But then you got to also think about like the biggest ad I will ever remember from this Honey campaign is Mr. Beast, and imagine how much of a hit that is to him, like to the bigger YouTubers who really derive their income from sponsorships.
Okay, I have a little bit of a
no, you can't use Mr. Beast as an example, considering with all the stuff that he's done to other YouTubers, and
you're right on
how much just scummy stuff he's done in general.
No, I do agree with you there. I was more so just talking about the higher echelon of content creators that need sponsorships to run, and the Mr. Beast one was the one that first came to my mind.
It's not really the higher echelon that needs sponsorships.
It took a while because they weren't getting commission, which is different from sponsor revenue. Commission is based on a sale, whether they made the sale.
Right.
So you figure you aren't making as many sales as you actually are.
Yeah. But this will be an ongoing issue. This is going to be like months, maybe even a year of like a full legal battle. And I hope it's one of those legal battles that we actually get to see the intricate details of. Like, I don't necessarily want to see it televised, but like to see the documents, to see the evidence that both sides are going to present. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I like court. I like the court systems and like that. I've been getting really into dramas with like court shows, I'll be honest.
On one hand, a small part of me honestly kind of feels like they might just get a slap on the wrist.
You're not wrong there.
It depends on how big they've gotten.
Well, they're like, I don't even want to think about, because I was trying to think, this is probably like tens of hundreds of millions of dollars worth of money that has been unallocated. Maybe I'm stretching a bit too far with the hundreds of millions. Maybe like between 1 to 10 million, but still, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's essentially all that's kind of known about this Honey lawsuit as of right now. Like, PayPal and Honey haven't made any public statement, and if they have, I'll make sure to provide an update in the post editing me spacescape. But yeah, I'll be providing more updates when this kind of story wraps up, when the lawsuit goes through, whether it goes through or not. But on to more lighter news. Subset, why don't you tell us about, is it My Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man or Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's just your neighborhood Spider-Man, if I remember correctly.
But tell us about it, because I've been seeing trailers, and I've been a big fan of, like, the old school Spider-Man cartoons, so it's interesting to see what MCU's bringing to the table, so tell us what's going on.
Well, it's been a bit since we got another Spider-Man animated show, right?
I think the last one was Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. The names can get a little mustard here and there. But, yeah, this is coming down in January 29th. And it's taking what I'm gonna guess is a new take, but also not a new take of the whole Spider-Man origin story. Thing is out the gate.
They said X-Men 97 did good. We need to redo Spider-Man too.
Oh no,
Yeah,
there was two more Spider-Man shows in between Ultimate and now. Oh no, I'm getting old.
It's made by the same people who made that show, so it could do good, but I've been seeing some issues with it, but for now, I'm gonna keep on the positives. Right now, I'm actually interested in seeing how specific the art style they're doing with it.
Is it gonna be like, yeah, I was just about to ask, is it gonna be like older art style, like the old Amazing Spider-Man?
A little bit to it, yes. Though the way they're using, the lore in terms for the show may make some people get people mad or a little nervous.
It's got like 2.5D animation style or like 3D models, CGI.
Well,
I will say the animation may not be for everybody. I will give it that. But besides,
kind of like the Spider-Verse style.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Not as popping as them, just a bit more calmer in terms.
Well, I'm saying for like the actual character models and
yeah, I'd say it's a mix between like the original comic aspect and what they are trying to do with like the Spider-Verse designs.
But back on this lore.
Some things are a little different. I don't know if I'm design choice or another reason altogether. Right? For example, it's already shown within the trailer that and Peter's gonna get another mentor for this origin story, and it's gonna be Osborn.
Oh! I was thinking in my head, it better be Osborn. Oh shit!
Wait, like teaching him to be Spider-Man, or like as a scientific mentor?
I'm unsure. Just gonna be a mentor for now.
Maybe
because
both.
I think there was an animated series where he did like he was like wasn't like a student, but like a temp or like an intern.
I think you're thinking of Dr. Connors from Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It could. No, I think I'm thinking of the game, actually.
Yeah.
But he was working under... Well, he was working in RS Code, but he was working under Dr. Octopus. I don't know about this. Personally, I'm not okay with that. I know in a comic line he was involved helping him doing Spider-Man duties, but to me, I feel like I wanted to see more of a Spider-Man needing to figuring it out on his own. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of what Tom Holland somewhat went through. Like, I know he had the support of Iron Man, but like No Way Home, he had nobody.
But still, he still had somebody to, think about. I don't want him to think about anything else other than how am I gonna do this while also balancing my life.
Yeah, no, I agree. He did have Doctor Strange as kind of a mentor type.
That's kind of the main problem for Spider-Man in a lot of his comics is him balancing his superhero life with his.
And I know, that's become it's a tired trend, but that's depending on the writer for the comic lines at that point. To me, I just like to see a younger Spider-Man actually go through the motions.
So how old is he in this? Is he like high school, college?
Yeah, high school.
High school? Okay, because
Yeah,
I know the range for Spider-Man is between high school and college.
Yeah.
This looks to be before he fully realizes himself as Peter, as the Spider.
Because automatically within the trailer, you see him wearing a makeshift suit. So, and throughout the trailer, you don't see the suit.
But can we talk about this patchwork freaking like dollar store costume? It's amazing.
Dude, like
every Spider-Man has to have the starting suit.
The prototype. This shit looks hilarious.
Yeah.
He's got like a hockey jersey on.
wearing hockey pants, bro. Which that was brought up within the trailer as a little nod.
So have they revealed any of the villains we're gonna see?
A few. One was the guy wearing like a fireproof suit. I forgot. I don't know if he has a specific name. There was an old villain named the Speed Man. I remember that was his name. But apparently the writer did say that a lot of villains from the old comics may appear, even possibly the obscure ones.
Oh,
so,
I hope they go obscure. I hope they use
I do know
this to
Scorpion
really
is
dig
possibly
in.
going to be in here.
Scorpion would be a dope pick. We haven't seen him for a while.
If
actually.
done right, Scorpion is really good. He's on like the same level of Bane with me for villains. Like,
fair.
Well, real quick, back to this costume. I love his little like web gauntlets. How it's like literally connected to his backpack.
oh, so is he? Are they doing the web shooter thing?
Yeah, he's doing the web shooter thing. What do you mean, dude? I'm letting you know the web
I know
shooting
it's only Sam. It's only
Toby.
Sam or Toby. Yeah. Well, it's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Toby
Where he
Raimi.
does
Toby Raimi.
Toby Raimi. But
Other than like the suit and his mentor, we have another young Aunt May. So
Oh, great! Another version of the character for people to thirst over. Woo!
hey, Aunt May is always a good person to thirst over.
now,
Yeah.
You're making it seem like nobody thirsted over old Aunt May. I'm sure there are people who thirsted over old Aunt May.
I mean, I won't
How
say
dare
I
you.
didn't when she was on Spectacular Spider. I think I'm just a mark for Spectacular Spider-Man, honestly.
dude, look, Spectacular Spider-Man was a really good show. All right, it
Best-
really set a precedent for animation,
Best
for
Venom,
cartoons since
Best
the old.
Peter, best Osborn,
Best Peter.
honestly.
But
That's why I was so happy when he appeared in Across the Spider-Verse. I was like, oh my god, it's my boy! He's right there!
Spectacular is the one where you get the Spider-Man meme from.
Well, like, did they... Okay, this is a series, so how many episodes is it gonna be? Did they reveal that, or they still keep
no.
that close to their chest?
no, they did not say anything about the number for the series yet. But I hope it's more than just like 10 episodes. That's on my own. This is more
I feel
than
like
10
it's gonna be
episodes.
12. I feel like nowadays series comes out, a series will
It's
come
gonna
out
be
with like a
8. What
dozen
do you mean?
episodes.
It's always number 8 now.
8?
Like, I swear.
No, that's actually a good pick. That's actually a good pick.
No, it's not.
No,
First
I'm
it was
saying
12
that's a
back
good
then,
guess.
now
I'm
it's
not
just-
saying it's good to limit it to 8. I'm saying that's a pretty accurate guess about what it'll be.
But
I want there to
a
be
lot of
shit ton
people
episodes.
are upset that she's young again.
It's just like Dragon Ball
Look.
Daima. I want more episodes. Why are they so short?
But it's okay. Daima's a whole nother topic that we can talk about later.
Yeah, Daima will have to wait. It's been we're talking about
That's-
Spider-Man right now.
That has to go into spin-offs and no. But anyway,
Okay, actually, I wanna pose the question.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having her be younger because like she's already a single mother taking care of her sister's brother's child, whichever one. I don't know if it's ever really explained with Peter, but either way, like there's no point in making her old unless
Well,
I think it- well, I
there
think it
is
also-
a point. There is a point to it. Because
Unless-
back then in original ones, the reasons what always heavy on Peter's mind
Well,
was being a burden to Aunt May when she's old.
That's what I was getting at. Is that unless it's going to be a pivotal moment for her, like either the fact that she's old and something's happening, or that she dies because she's old.
I think
Like-
part of it is that the show is like showing a growth with society, because when these older shows like Ultimate Spider-Man or maybe that also had a younger version of Aunt May, but like Spectacular Spider-Man, to go back to that one, like that was in a generation where a lot of the parents were a lot older. Nowadays you're seeing a lot younger couples having kids. So it maybe makes a lot more sense to show this version of Peter having a younger aunt, you know?
That probably has part to do with it.
Look, two ways this go on, which I can see. In the first one, I understand why keeping her old makes sense because, yeah, it makes Peter really think about his life choices of continuing his work or going back to normal work and get money so he can actually take care of her. Because some issues were of him needing to fight off multiple villains while also trying to, you know, get medicine for her. Or like him worrying about, her having a panic attack or fainting and finding out he was Spider-Man and da-da-da-da. Her being old has pivotal moments for him to grow, but keeping her...
In most comics, once she knew he was Spider-Man before he even told her. And with the whole medicine thing, those were normally things where while he was doing his daily routine, and you could, like, from the way he was talking in the panels, though it was like nothing for him.
Yeah, but it could also be used as an added plot contrivance, you know?
Like, he has to do this while also doing all that.
Yeah, like, but that's like I'm thinking with Sam Raimi's is like with Goblin taking her and stuff like that. Like, I can understand that part, but that can just as easily happen if she's younger.
Yeah, which, you know, if you guys, I will admit, shut the fuck up.
Tom Holland's aunt died and she was a babe. Sorry.
Because I was getting it into, two, she may be young, but also nowadays, a lot of people are sick with either one thing or another. Either she could be a disabled young person during this run.
No, but I don't know. I don't think the age of her really matters. I think just what matters is how she's written and how she's implemented into Peter's
Well, obviously, story. But the age also has an impact for him being a young...
Bobber. For 15 minutes, please.
Yeah, I know, right?
The thing is, like... the age does have a matter because we also gotta realize he's either 16 years old and watching his aging aunt get weaker and weaker while he's trying to figure out if he can be a superhero while also balancing taking care of her and trying to figure out his life. That weighs heavy on a young teen or even a college student. If that's his only family. That's the thing he's always on the back of his mind even during his work. Having her young could be the same thing, but he's not worrying about her health, if she's eaten or she's have enough money to make sure she's not, bills.
Unless they give her some kind of like affliction, some kind of...
or an affliction, and he has to worry about that behind his head. But she's grown and she can take care of herself.
That's the issue with Spider-Man, just like with his age range. If he's in high school, he shouldn't have to worry about that. And having a younger aunt would make it even easier for him to be Spider-Man, because all he has to worry about is school and being Spider-Man.
Like, both routes is viable, but both routes have their own weight-ins for him maturing as a person and a Spider-Man.
The information you've given me on this, with him being in high school, I don't know. Like I said, we don't need to be on this.
Yeah, and... off of that,
like, what are the one thing I want to ask so we can get to the meat of this? What are the other side characters that we're going to see in this iteration?
I was going to go into that after that. His best friend in this runtime is a girl named Nico from The Runaways. Yeah,
she like with magic and
for her in particular, I'm not sure. She didn't really. Then the trailer didn't show her doing anything, just being there as a best friend. Like, so this could be before she found out about.
The Runaways is the group that has the superhero magic in it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but like I said, the show has a lot of mixtures.
Not if she uses magic. I was saying the Runaways like with magic.
Yes.
Okay.
Like this show are pulling some parts from comics.
I've never heard of the Runaways, and I'm the one that goes into
it's like an all-female group of superheroes, if I remember correctly. I think
all female and one guy. Oh no, there's another guy in there.
I'm not.
He just has longer hair.
I've just been told about it. I actually haven't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched the live action or looked into the comics, but I'm glad that they're pulling other shit that nobody knows about. That's cool.
But just as a fun fact, this is her first animated appearance.
Ooh.
Yeah. One thing, other than her, I found out that two other characters...
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
Two other characters are reprising the roles for this. a certain Mad Murdock from Daredevil
Hey.
live action show. It's voicing the Daredevil in this one.
That's
Along
cool.
with the same Kingpin doing his voice for Kingpin in this show as well.
Oh shit, we're gonna see. Oh,
I like that, but I'm kind of upset because I kind of wanted the Fist from the games to do his voice.
That's fair.
no, because they're doing the Born Again. They got to keep consistency.
I know,
No.
but
No, I
the
don't want
Fisk in that game was so good.
That's fair. I don't blame you.
Is he big brick shithouse Fisk, or is he actual like just muscle man?
Unsure, but I feel like he may be big man.
I hope dude. Kingpin is one of the most intimidating villains in like
If
the
he's not
less like
if he's not
non-cosmic.
exaggerated to heck and back.
Well, make him beef
like,
though.
that's-
Make him straight up beef.
No, that's what I'm saying. You need to over exaggerate Fisk when it comes to his appearance.
I love
That's why.
when. Oh, I was just gonna say I love when they portray him as portly, but then he takes off his shirt and he's just all muscle. He's just all man,
Yeah.
and then he crushes Spider-Man's. I don't know, man. I want to see great things from this show.
I will say I would like him to look like Spider-Verse, but I think that's a little too much.
Yeah. Might get in trouble with Sony with that one.
Oh no, I think they've opened up more, at least with Spider-Man.
Speaking of which, with Sony bringing up Smell-O-Vision, what do you think Spider-Man smells like?
Spiders.
Spider.
What do you think?
He smells like
Spider-Man
cobwebs.
smells like
He smells like
cobwebs.
cobwebs.
Excuse me? You have vetoed my original option. We're not getting into this.
Hey,
Wait,
hey,
was your original
there's a
option
difference,
about
there's a difference
Smell-O-Vision?
there's a difference between Fartley Quinn and the PlayStation bringing up Smell-O-Vision. There's a very distinct difference.
Nah.
What? Wait a minute, what?
So,
Well, I mean, we might this is a little behind the
Yeah, okay.
scenes.
yeah, no, you can also cut this, Robbie, but
I'm definitely not.
As
I'm
it's-
definitely keeping it in.
I was messaging because this dumbass was like, hey, ETA when you getting home? And I'm like, bitch, I ain't left work yet. And he's like, oh. And then I don't remember how I mentioned it, but I said something about I could have, I was saying about this could have been my topic. And I sent this picture of some kind of Twitter X, whatever the it's called, image of this comic, this fart fetish comic of Harley Quinn. But the tragedy of it is it's an actual legitimate thing. And I was just I could have talked about this. And he's like, I would have vetoed that.
I don't want Fartley Quinn to be a top. I don't want to fill that out.
Fartley
I don't want to
Quinn.
make that as a thumbnail. I don't want Fartley Quinn in a thumbnail. I draw the line. I draw the
I'm
line.
letting you know
Fartley
now.
The
Quinn.
more you say it, the more it's gotta be in the
I'm
thumbnail.
letting you know now.
Quit saying
This comic, yeah, it's canon, but this comic also took another line that they were planning to do that a
Right.
lot of people were really pissed over because I believe it was supposed to be a whole new comic line for Terry McGinnis.
All right, I'm gonna make a deal
canceled
with
that
the
and decided to
audience
go with this.
and you. If somebody in the near future talks about the ongoing animated show Harley Quinn, I will sneak in a Fartley Quinn image in the thumbnail.
Oh my gosh.
That is my promise.
bad.
That is my
I
promise
hate
to all of you.
everything.
Anyways, can we go back to talking about Spider-Man, please?
You're the one who, hey.
For the last
You're the one
topic, I like to go over. All right, ladies, the tea is talking now.
Wait, so I know you said Daredevil, but are there any other heroes that we know that are
When I was digging through, not so far. So either people haven't found out, or they're really making sure they're keeping this hush hush. Regardless,
I really hope they do, because it's always the common thing. There's
Yeah.
so many heroes in New York.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Just
It's like,
every
what-
day when Peter's swinging to school, he should see at least the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Doctor Strange just going by.
just going.
Man
by.
probably swings by the Sanctum Sanctorum every day to school.
I mean, yeah.
Baxter Building is literally the tallest building in New York, according to that universe.
I don't know. So far, it's gonna be just
I want a
focusing
good
on him.
Flash
Maybe appearances, but
I want Flash Thompson to beat the shit out of Peter.
Well, that's a given.
Because I haven't seen a good Flash Thompson since, bringing it up again, Spectacular Spider-Man.
I don't know, that Flash made me think of I don't know, Human Torch.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, Subset, can we expect... I almost said your real name there and I would have had to bleep it. So, Subset, can we expect you to return to talk about this when the actual show comes out? Because I think it's going to come out by the time this episode, like, maybe the week after this episode comes out.
I will say, yeah, I probably would. The only thing I'm gonna throw in is it's a mixed bag right now. Some fans aren't really happy with certain things they're doing, specifically robbing certain instances from other comics, like this last thing I like to talk
always
about.
do that.
His new suit. His new suit.
Does it look like Tom Holland's suit?
I sent you a picture
No,
of the title.
it is. They're calling it the Osborn suit, a suit that he was given by, Osborn. But the problem is with the suit is it's not really called that. It's actually the Foundation suit he got from the Fantastic Four.
Oh.
I love how unique it looks. To go back to the actual design of it, I like it. Actually, it's different. I like that it's different. I like that it's not just the same cookie cutter spider suit that every other Spider-Man wears. You know?
Like no. The thing is, the reason why that suit specifically holds significance because that was after Johnny dies and he joins up with them.
Oh,
that
no,
suit
you're
holds
right.
A lot
you're
of
right.
weight for him and be finding his own place within a team and where he belongs in New York.
That would actually be interesting if they bring in the Fantastic Four to be guest ensembles with like Kingpin and Daredevil.
Well, if that's where he gets the suit, I'm sure that Osborn will bring him to Reed or something
No,
to get.
he makes the suit. It's called the Osborn suit. He got given it by him, so it's no longer connected to the Foundation. They
Okay.
changed the little designs here a little bit, so it's not one for one. But like for me, that's
I think
bad.
just from my limited Spider-Man knowledge, I think this is a good suit for a first season.
Oh, 100%.
I think this is a good like starting suit, and then either by
the
the
thing
end.
is, this isn't the starting. This isn't starting because people already found a leak down before that he will wear the original suit. Like his original suit, like on the cover of the trailer and the promo they've been doing.
Yeah, but who's to say that that isn't after this suit?
I agree. I agree with what Tyler's saying. This looks like more of a beginner suit, kind of like Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man suit when he wrestled Macho Man. Oh, sorry, Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man movie.
The thing is, we have the prototype suit, and he wears the prototype suit, but because in the trailer itself,
Well,
it showed him
I
fighting
only
three
say-
villains wearing it throughout.
I only say that because you can see the tubing, you can see the big bulky wrist. Like this is in Peter normally, from what I remember, is a tinkerer. He's always trying to improve his tech. So I could see this being a starter suit and then him going to a more traditional spider suit where the web shooters are either hidden or in the suit, where it's got that more sleek one piece design. Like, don't get me wrong, this is cool, and from what you said, like, yeah, it does weigh heavy. I can see why people are kind of upset about it, with them changing such a significant suit to be just a starter suit, essentially.
For me, I don't know, because if they make it into a starter suit, it is going to be an issue switching to that and then switching to the original suit.
One battle with Croc or Rhino, and that suit's
Which is
that suit ain't making it out of any big fight.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
But like the only thing we got of the suit of him swinging around using it so far, I don't know. He may have other things that Osborn put something into it, like maybe shock absorbers or shit like that.
All I'm saying is, if that backpack has the webbing in it and those two, I don't know. It's very vulnerable. Edna would not approve.
Edna would. No capes, no backpacks.
But that is like the only thing I have left to really talk about. So far, mixed bag, especially in terms of Spider-Man shows. There have been more positive in some shows. It's just after a few bad ones, specifically a bad one in 2017, a lot of people were a bit critical. They're going to be a little bit more critical. They're tired of getting
50-50
slopped.
when you're redoing an origin.
Yeah. Especially doing certain things like the suit debacle, or some people don't like certain points of the writing, It gets muddled pretty quick. But I'm gonna wait, see when it comes out, and really see the direction they're gonna go with it. Because for me, I'm going with this is definitely a different universe, the way they're setting some things up.
The least you can do is go into it with an open mind and see And if you don't like it, don't gotta watch it.
Yeah, you can rewatch all the old nostalgic versions of Spider-Man, like Spectacular Spider-Man.
Don't be pushing your member berries in this podcast.
I had to get it out one more time.
We don't subscribe to nostalgia bait here.
I do.
Unless there's good reason.
See, now I'm gonna find a channel that's called that, and I'm gonna subscribe to it from the
You are living nostalgia bait.
Oh yes. Half this show is nostalgia bait, because half the topics we talk about is shit that is new that was old.
That is true.
He's not wrong.
They finally did it! They finally announced it! Nintendo Switch has finally, without any fanfare or any build-up whatsoever, they've announced the Nintendo Switch 2! And with this comes the inevitable fact that they are going to be putting out a shit ton of new trailers for this game, and which means they're going to inevitably drop the Switch 1. Now, the one thing about this trailer, one, the new Switch looks great. The upgraded screen looks great, the updated Joy-Cons look great, the overall form of it looks nice and appealing. I just hope there is a substantial graphical and digital update for the undocked version of it. Now, the one important detail about this whole thing is the fact that we are going to get a full Nintendo Direct all around the new Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. Now, this is quite a little bit away, but apparently the reason why they were so quick to reveal this was so that way companies can start advertising for the Switch 2. Now, the other exciting thing about this is the fact we're finally going to get to see a new and improved gaming system with new hardware, new software, and hopefully an actual overhaul of how the games will look and feel. Now, the one thing I do think will be pretty interesting is the fact that Nintendo, in their recent resurgences of remasters, they've slapped on the title of Deluxe. Now, one thing I'd love to see, I would not like to see a brand new Smash Bros. Game for the Switch 2, but I would love to see a Smash Ultimate Deluxe, where we get to see upgraded graphics, a slightly upgraded game, just not a holistically new one with new characters, new game modes, whatever have you. But that would be my pitch for Smash Bros. But hopefully Mario Kart 9 is going to be good. Apparently there's going to be 24 slots for racers to go to, so we may see a lot of people be involved in these races, and which means even bigger for the tournament side of things. But at least from my initial thoughts, I think it looks good. I hope it goes well. And you can guarantee there's going to be Splatoon 4, there's going to be Pikmin 5, there's going to be a new Metroid game coming soon. I hope they supercharge this console with content. They need to bring their absolute A game, because they haven't been in the console creation market for a very, very long time. So they really need to pull out all the stops, because it's been a very long time that we've waited for this. And I am really excited to get my hands on it. There's even an event going on in Toronto, which I am hoping to get an entry into. I put in my raffle ticket, so we'll see what happens there. But you know, if I get in, I'll be sure to include everybody here in on what was going on, how the console felt, how it's going to look and feel going forward. Maybe it'll be an alpha build, maybe it'll be a beta build of the console. The one thing I'm very curious about, and the one thing I have stayed true to, is I feel this is going to be a December release. It'd be great if they put this console out in June, my birthday month, but unfortunately, I just am a pessimist and I always feel like it's going to be delayed and delayed and delayed. So hopefully this console will come out with some fanfare. The one thing I know, I'll probably pick it up just to play Warframe, because Menace has gotten me into that game and I can't stop playing it, and it's way too fun, and I want an excuse to play it on the go. Now that's pretty much everything I have to talk about for the Switch 2 announcement. It's about goddamn time. I called it. I've been calling it forever. They've been needing to do this and they finally did it. So we're starting off the year pretty good in terms of Nintendo's broader scope of what they have coming down the pipeline. But like I said, that's all I got to talk about, and you'll definitely be hearing from us when that Nintendo Direct comes around. But I think it's time for me to send it back to me and my friends to end this week's episode.
Anyway, I had fun bibble-babbling with my greatest friends of Subset,
Heyo.
Menace,
Oh yeah, it was always fun.
and Rockin Rob.
Don't call me that. Yeah, it was fun, I guess. I got to talk about Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular.
Spider-Man, spectacular Spider-Man.
Anyway.
DMCA.
Shut up.
No, it wasn't 30 seconds. We're fine.
Oh, you're right.
What do we say at the end of
You're
this
gonna make it
thing
30
again?
seconds.
Hey,
Make
Tyler,
sure
you wanna click through the YouTube
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on CJSW, make sure to check out the other channels that are on there. Haha, you Bobbert.
Damn it, I wanted to do that part. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go back to the editing dimension.
My name is Gemini, and I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ah.
Alright, okay, alright. Okay, so I started recording.
Come
So,
on, wanna be Kevin Hart?
I don't want to be Kevin Hart. I don't want to be that short. I'm good being 5'9".
No, but you wanna be that funny.
Yeah, I do. But what else is funny is my incredible intro. No, that was bad. All right, I'm gonna take that from the top.
Yeah, you're right. That was pretty funny.
All right, hold on. 3, 2, 1,
Oh.
cut. All right,
Hey,
all right.
yo.
Everybody got the script ready. All right, everybody got special effects ready. All right, cue the intro. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just fapping. So I'm gonna do the intro and then I'll bring us in. All right.
Tyler, look at the Gen chat.
Can you not send smut in the chat right now?
Hey, everything's covered.
Yeah, it's tasty.
I was just gonna
Actually, nothing
say
is
though,
covered. That's the problem.
Trin, I got back into Smite because Smite 2 is finally up on console.
I see.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh yeah, I've been playing Athena and Thanatos mainly. Been fun.
I
All
like
right.
the Mayan Aztec goddess support lady.
Well, maybe you could talk about it next week.
Who?
Or not next week. Next rotation, if you want to.
I'll send a picture.
I mean, I could pull up stuff right now. Technically, the finals tournament, the founders tournament, just
No. Save that.
This one.
Okay, alright. I need to start this now because it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get
Then
worse and it's not
go.
gonna get better.
I'm just sending pictures.
You'd have to send in chat her name, Trin. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. Oh, chill.
I just might be.
Angel, I can hear your TV. Please turn it off. Thank you.
Go.
I actually don't know if you turned it. Oh,
Go.
okay. Welcome, one and all. Oh, that's so bad. Jesus Christ. Alright, no, I got this.